Hello there, and welcome to a rather bittersweet edition of Almost Interesting. Often when I make these videos, I find myself searching for what topic I'm going to talk about. That is not the case today, as there's something very important I'd like to discuss with you all, and what it's going to mean for the future of these videos. As you probably noticed, all 4 of my videos took last week off, and this is going to be the only video that I'm uploading this week. And I'd now like to explain why. When I started making my videos, it was a very transitionary time in my life. I'd just broken up with my girlfriend, I was just starting my master's degree, I was kind of trying to figure out things in life, etc. The videos were a mixture of keeping my skills sharp and keeping my mind occupied. I had fun with all of the videos that I was doing, and I was enjoying the entire process. However, as time went on, I began to have less and less fun making videos, and they became more and more of a chore. My friends would begin to notice that I spoke of the videos with less excitement and more frustration and even dread. I'd worry about what stories I should pick for Almost Gaming. I would whine about having to edit highlights for the Miami Sports Report. I'd mention to people how it's different watching an episode of Power Rangers when you're writing a review about it and need to take down every detail. And as I just mentioned, I would have to think harder and harder about topics to come up with for Almost Interesting. Then about 2 weeks ago, I had what I can really only classify as a very minor emotional breakdown. I had what I think was probably my first panic attack, and that came from an anxiety that I couldn't place. I couldn't figure out where it was coming from. Everyone I knew that I talked to about it said I was putting too much work and pressure on myself with the weekly videos, and that I needed to at least rest and take some time off. That's why there were no videos last week, and I don't know if I feel 100% better, but I noticed some definite improvement not having the stress of the weekly videos hanging over me. Also, as I've mentioned a number of times, I am a master's student. I'm entering the last 3 months of my program, which means it's time to really get going on my thesis and get that project worked on and done. So I need to be available any day of the week that someone's available to do an interview or for me to go film something, and I really need to focus my attention on that project. So it's with more than a bit of sadness that I announced today that all 4 of my video series are going on at least extended hiatus. Sort of like how Power Rangers does nowadays. I'm not willing to say that any of these series are officially over. I may feel like resuming them one day, especially Almost Interesting. Once I get out in the world and I'm working again, I may want to pick that back up and maybe even make it a daily vlog. Who knows? I really do want to thank those of you that have been watching the videos. I haven't had the chance to really build up a large audience, but I have seen my numbers kind of slowly increasing, and that does make this a somewhat frustrating time to kind of say that I need to take a step back. It's funny, even making this video right now, there's this part of me that says, no, don't stop, keep going, keep working at it, keep making videos. That may manifest into me continuing Almost Interesting in some lesser way, maybe like a Dodgers Coffee Time, recorded directly into the laptop webcam and uploaded straight to YouTube, or recorded on this camera as a one take so there's not any editing involved. That's a possibility. I'm not going to make any promises. I just feel like this is a really critical point in my life right now. This is a very important critical juncture, and I just need to make sure. I'm not sure if juncture is a word. Is it a word? Okay, anyway, I just need to make sure that I'm doing all the right things right now, that I'm making all the right decisions, that I'm really focused on school and this thesis project, because those things are going to propel me into the next phase of my life, and I need to make sure that I get all of that done right so that this next phase of my life starts off in the best possible way. But I really do appreciate you all out there for watching the videos and for understanding why I'm making this decision. I know my channel hasn't been predictable or easy to follow with all the scheduling changes and all of this and that, but I'm going to try to continue being a presence on YouTube in whatever way that I am. I will say right now, I'm also considering transitioning some of my work into writing, which is not as hard. I write scripts for my stuff anyway, so maybe I can just, write and make a blog about certain things, about sports, about video games, about whatever. I will try to keep you guys updated on that as best as I can. But as I said, thank you so much for understanding my need to make this decision. And I will try to get myself full force back on YouTube as soon as I'm able to. Well, that is going to do it for this edition of Almost Interesting. Obviously, there's no end slate because there's no other videos, and I'm not going to tell you to subscribe when I can't tell you when my next video is going to be out. Once again, I do appreciate all of your patience and understanding, and I will see all of you next time.